downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Check. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to try and go deep again. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
But he's got the completion to Hopkins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No, check that. What Mike 52 right here. Set the tone, defense.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zone. Sometimes the receiver's going to just...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a first down throw, Luck. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll give the Colts a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A first down carry now for Crowell. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Block on 3rd down. Oh, he stays up. They can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They come out here in the eye. A first down carry now for Miller. And an alley to run. Pass Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On first down, it's Locke. Deep drop. He's going to air one out. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Here's Goff now on second down. Dumps it complete to Miller. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Third down now following the completed pass. Third and 2, Goff. A dump off for Mason. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On the screen, this is Mason. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Goff now looking to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And Luck opting not to run a play. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a hit and Luck lost the football. It's out. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. To throw on second down is Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, D. Milliner. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90.
Now it's Miller. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Here we go now.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Miller, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Miller. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break. Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this inside the 30. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. Fielded about a yard deep. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Luck now on second down. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Third and long, it's Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money That comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now it's Crowell running right. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Now it's Luck. Airing it out. This is caught inside the 15. A big gain of 31 on third down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he caught it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a handoff to Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Miller, the lone setback. Back to throw. Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Now let's go.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing on third. Goff. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Dorsett on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They come up in an offset eye. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
He's got it at the 15. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Colts are going to have a 1st.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Locke looking for someone to throw to. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Locke. And that's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Miller, the lone setback. Here's Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. He finds his target, Fuller. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's a give to Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Time running out here on the play clock. Goff now to throw to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now Goff surveying the field. And this is going to be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They keep it with Crowell on first. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
One receiver left is Hilton. The tight end in motion right. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. 2nd and 10, Luck again. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he'll take. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Luck, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andrew Luck, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. And it's up and good. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Completion left side to Miller. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Texans a first down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
A very solid gain of 27.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it again with Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. He'll look to throw. Right side caught Fedorowicz. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Goff looking to throw. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Ten yards to go on third. Back to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One receiver left is Hilton. They'll look to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. They'll get 16 yards there. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. One last throw here for Locke. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip thing.